Alright guys, what's up? Diaz Vlogs. I'm here with the vlog today, and you guys are probably wondering, hey, you haven't uploaded in a while. Yeah, I haven't uploaded in a while, so I just been busy. But today, I actually got a lot of stuff going on. What I'm going to be doing right now is I'm going to be doing an oil change on my motorcycle, and because I literally have nothing else better to do, we're going to go ahead and get started on it. And so, actually, trying to think what else. I'll let you guys know like what oil that I put on into my motorcycle. It's a 2003 Kawasaki Ninja 500R, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. If you guys want to stay tuned for the rest of the video, please give a like, share, comment, and subscribe, and let's dive right in. Alright guys, what up? So right now I got the bike on its center stand and I got it stood up. Right now what I'm also going to do is I am also going to take apart just not the battery, or was I going to take apart the battery? Because I was going to put it on the battery maintainer that I have right here that I got. So just to have it nice and charged and everything. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do the oil change, and then I actually got the oil right over here. So here I got this funnel right here, so I can do that. And oh snap, my door's open, so we're gonna go ahead and close that. So I'm gonna start setting up everything on this side of the bike, because this is honestly where everything is pretty much at, for the Kawasaki Ninja 500. Either I know that they call some of the 500s the EXs. So it's like a 500EX or the 500R. And so let's keep grabbing more stuff. I like using the Castrol Power 1, the 10W40. It's a full synthetic motorcycle oil. It's pretty good oil. I had nothing, no bad experiences with it. And so yeah, my motorcycle does take 3 quarts, so I got 3 quarts of it right here. So I'm going to start setting it up right over here. Oh yeah, there goes that dusty oil canister. Let's see, I know I bought some more stuff. Alright, so the last one. I'll show you guys what the other stuff is too. Because this bike, in dedication, to like my late friend that helped me get this bike, I am going to start fixing it up and start replacing the old parts with the new. I know it's going to probably take me a while in the winter time. I'm going to try to do this myself. If not, I do know this motorcycle mechanic out in a different township nearby me. Actually, here, let me pull out some information real quick. Hold up. Let me see, because I know I got his cards. Yeah, so he's an independent dealer. It's over, if you guys are around from, the suburbs area in the by Chicago, like Plainfield, Naperville, Shorewood, all those towns and stuff. His information, is his name is TDH Cycle, and he's over at 2401 Von S Road in Unit 2, Plainfield, Illinois. So if you guys need anything, for your motorcycle needs, make sure to go stop by over there, and check him out. He's a really cool person. I definitely really enjoy his company. He definitely knows what he's doing too. So if you guys need anything for your like motorcycle needs, definitely stop by over there. And so actually let's get back on track though. I have to kind of maneuver the camera a certain way because there's some private information I don't want to show you from my wallet. But here, so I got a carb cleaner, the heavy duty one, Valvoline, because I'm eventually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the fuel tank off, make sure the like the fuel's, because it has the reservoir right here, so I'm going to move it where it says off on there so that no more fuel goes through the lines. It is going to drip a little bit from like all the hoses and stuff, but I don't care if I don't know why my GoPro just cut off right now. It's so weird. But anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna actually take off the fuel tank, and then that's when I can have access to take apart the carburetor. and so we're gonna clean out the carburetor. I don't know if I'm gonna do it today or if I'm gonna do it tomorrow, but because I'm doing all the maintenance and stuff today, like a little bit of the maintenance, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, I forgot to say my girlfriend's here. She actually came through. And
Hi.
so, yeah, she finally, she showed up, you know, for the first time in a while. Go ahead, say what's up, tell them how you're doing, I mean.
Today we're going to do an oil change on a Kawasaki motorcycle.
On, oh my gosh, you crazy.
And the Kawasaki 500R motorcycle are going to do an oil change. And it's going to be bomb, so stay tuned.
I never cringed so hard in my life. This is, I felt like I just saw some like Logan Paul type of.
Hey, at least you're not showing a dead body.
Okay, whoa. I've never had it escalated that quickly. Alright, so the oil filter that I did get, I just got the premium CarQuest one because the K&N is for like a high pressure, you know, like what do you call it? It's almost like for like high pressure, you know, and it's supposed to, I guess, like deal with like more of like actual like performance and stuff. That's why the oil canisters go out so quickly for the K&N, and that's why like I have like a lot of buddies too. You know, they say, hey man, like I already got to do oil change, like my oil's black and stuff because of the K&N one. You know, I mean. K&N's got some good products, but I feel like when it comes to like oil filters and stuff, it's just gonna burn through really quickly. So just for the meantime and temporarily, I just got what do you call it? It's just this one right here, this CarQuest one. We're gonna just see how it is, how it goes. I really wish that I could get the OEM manufactured one so that I could actually have it nice for the bike. I am gonna have to do brakes soon. I want to put new rotors, and then the tires I'm gonna get once when I get my next check, and then we'll do everything like that. And then what I'm gonna do in the winter time is I want to get new sprockets and a new chain, because I feel like the sprocket on here is kind of like, I don't know, I just don't feel like it's a good sprocket that's on here. Plus where the other sprocket is for the other part of the chain. So you got that one, of course, back there. And then this one right here, you actually take all these bolts out, and then you actually remove it, and then you got it right there. So I'm definitely going to do that as a main project. What are you doing behind me? Oh, God, no. I'm kind of...
Hey, I want to see this.
I don't want to see that right now. I'm scared. You kind of just blinded me. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go grab my tools real quickly, and we're going to clip out right now. And then after I bring everything towards me, I'll show you how the oil change is done on the bike for 2003 Kawasaki Ninja 500R. So we're going to clip out.
Adios, amigos.
Alright guys, so as you kind of probably see from the wide view angle of the camera, I'm actually like right on the side of it. So we're going to be working mostly down here. We got all of our tools. I got my funnel. I got, you know, my oil canister, you know, so I could just put all the old oil in there. Right now the oil's pretty black on the bike because I should have done an oil change maybe like 300 miles ago. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We got 3 quarts once again. We got our oil filter right here. You make sure you want to have this, you know, clean, no dirt on there, so that when you lube up the gasket, you know, you're not going to risk anything. So I'm going to leave this facing, you know, like right side up so I don't get it dirty or anything. And yeah, we're going to begin. So I'm going to go grab a Phillips screwdriver. It's really not that hard. So I'm missing kind of a couple pieces on my bike. So the only thing that's holding this up is, I believe that I have the bottom piece on there, and just this one. I need to get the other bolt, so I'm gonna go to Menards, and I'm gonna get another, you know, bolt that matches the exact same thread, because Menards has like the thing where you could see like what thread the bolt is at, so that, you know, you could basically replace the other side. And so yeah, this is like a project bike, so I'm just making sure I'm gonna do what I need to do, you know. So I'm actually gonna put the camera like right over here, and then let's get started. But yeah, this bike, I mean, I want this to be a learning experience because I'm actually considering, you know, my education, you know, for MMI. I'm actually really thinking about going there. Tomorrow, actually, I'm planning on going over to Lyle, to the main location of UTI, and I want to talk to a counselor and see what they can do. And then after that, basically just plan out my future, you know. And so Actually, I see where I have another spot. There's a bolt that's actually under here, but what the heck is all this? Is that leaking? No, not leaking. I think it's just grease. Yeah, it's just the grease. Oh my gosh, I almost had a heart attack. But yeah, I really want to pursue, you know, like my education there and stuff, and see how that's gonna go for me. So, I mean, yeah. And plus, I mean, you also learn like power sports too. It's not just strictly like motorcycles, you know. You also get to learn, you know, like ATVs, basically like the leading manufacturers, you know, just I guess different variety like vehicles and like stuff you learn. I want to see though if I could find like a dealership or like a place where I can go and just do like oil changes on like power sport vehicles and stuff, or if they could train me. I feel like that would be a cool experience just to do and work at and just kind of get like a head start. And yeah, so we found our socket, thank God. Plus, I'm gonna save up to get my own like tools professionally. I gotta get a toolbox. You know, that's what I really need to invest in right now. Oh my gosh, this oil is black. I'm looking, there's a gauge on the side showing you, you know, basically like the oil, and it just looks gross. Alright, so now we got the bottom bolt out, and that's it. Simple as that. That's what comes out. And so actually, if you see right over here, we have the filter where this is going to be at, and the drain plug is actually right here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started positioning. You know, we're going to put our hardware safe in a safe place so that we can remember where it goes. It's only 2 bolts. We're going to grab this. We're going to open this up in the middle. Alright, now that we got this open, this is where I'm going to keep it. We're going to find our socket to actually remove the drain plug. I'm pretty sure I might need a bigger socket. If not, I have the adapter for it. Yeah, so let me just collect my tools real quick. Yeah, so here's the adapter. And let's see actually, because this is a pretty big one. If I don't have the socket size for it, I'm probably just going to grab a wrench. Just take it out. Oh, I just found it. Alright, so actually that's pretty dope now that we got it. Okay, that's tight. That's loosening it. Alright. And we got all of our tools. I'm going to move all of our stuff to the side real quickly. And let's just loosen it. I have to move this back out of the way actually. I'm not going to loosen it completely where it's going to spill. But at least, you know, where it's not going to. Whew. Sophia, you want to hold on to the motorcycle? Like, don't push down, but like, just make sure like it does not move in any way. I forgot. Okay. There we go. At least we got that. And now all we have to do is just loosen it. And then it's gonna splash a little bit. So we're just gonna, you know. Okay, and there we go. Dang, that is dirty. That is dirty, man.
It looks like the night.
Dude, that is gross. I should have left the bolt out. I'm gonna have to clean a living life out of that bolt.
Is it not supposed to look like that?
I don't know. I did this right. I mean, I did the oil change before, but this thing's kind of like, yeah. Oh, there goes the bubbles. I might have to dip my hands in oil.
I have some gloves. Do you want some gloves?
Honestly, a glove would be nice right now. Yep.
I'll bring you a glove.
Actually, you guys might see where I might have screwed up. Still rising. Okay, no, it's not rising still. It's actually going back down. I got scared for a minute. I thought it was going to keep going over, but I think it's just from how much oil there was. And now it's actually draining. Yeah, I see all the little dust going into the center.
It's kind of tiny, but it'll work.
I got scared, Sophia. It's actually going back down. But yes, I do want the gloves still, just in case. Yeah, I mean, we really don't need gloves for an oil change, but in my situation, I just want to make sure, you know, the oil is not going to overflow. And then, bon voyage, there we go. Let me see on my hand clamps. So I want to make sure the other side. Here. That should relieve pressure. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna let it keep dripping for a quick second. Most of it's probably already out right now. So actually, I'm gonna see. I got brake fluid, that I'm just, or the brake cleaner that I'm gonna use to clean off the bolt. And I should have an old rag. You wanna help me look for a rag? All right, so we cleaned up the bolt. Actually, I kind of had to use a different supplement instead of brake cleaner that I had, or that I thought I had. So right now we're actually gonna now move on to the oil filter. This oil filter, I just pray to God it's not too tight on there. But yeah, we're gonna see. I only hand tightened it, so we're gonna. Actually, let's see. There we go. I knew it wasn't too tight, so let's remove oil filter. Yeah, look at all that. Look at all the black oil. Oh yeah. Look at all that. Yeah. So this is the can on. Dude, this is kind of. This makes me sad on how black this was. The oil, because that just shows how dirty, literally how dirty it was. But that's why we're here today, oil change. But guys, in recent discussions, I've been having like with my friends and stuff, I think I want to get the 600 Ninja like my buddy does, because that's honestly really fun. I got the 500, of course, that we're working on right now, but yeah, the 600, I kind of want to move up in power so I can, experience, like more of the bigger bikes. And now that I've been riding this bike for a long time, but the only thing that's stopping me right now is literally these tires and brakes, because I desperately need those. And I think my coolant's low, but we were supposed to do a coolant flush. But if the coolant's low, we're still gonna do the flush. But yeah, I definitely have to put coolant, especially for next summer, because right now it's fall and the temperature's like really cold. And so yeah, we're just gonna do that. So we're gonna put that filter right there. And now that we all got that, I'm going to clean it up real quickly, and then we'll come back to putting the new stuff on. And then, yeah, I'll see you guys in a quick second. Alright, so we're going to put the plug back in. I'm just going to, gently, you don't want to do it too much. Yeah, especially with the drain plugs, you don't want to over-tighten it, because if you over-tighten it, especially on like this motorcycle, like I know for the 500R, it's aluminum thread for the filter. I don't know if it's aluminum for the drain plug, but if you definitely do over tighten it, it is a big no-no. So we're gonna clean it off. I wish I had brake cleaner, dear God. But that's how I know I'm at this moment. I knew I screwed up. So we got that tightened on there. I just want to make sure underneath it's clean. Usually after oil change, you always want to make sure it is clean as possible, that there's no dripping oil, or leftovers, because for the simple fact is, if you're working at like a place, you don't want the customer to think, hey, my car is leaking oil after you did the oil change, but in reality, it's actually just, the like the residue from, you know, I guess when oil's all over. So you want to make sure you're doing a really good job. So now we got the bottom plugged. Now that nothing's dripping anymore, I'm gonna remove this out, and because we're gonna need the area to tighten it. So that's a lot of oil. It's definitely a lot of oil than from last time. I'm gonna go ahead and hand tighten it. See how we got it on. So now that we got it, over to the right. Let's go ahead. Nope, let's loosen it. Okay. Alright. And then you usually want to go like a quarter turn, they say. There you go. Not too tight, simply like that. If I can't do it by hand, you're good. But you also want to make sure. So I'm going to just give it a little snug. Yep. Alright, so now the new oil filter, what we're going to do is I'm going to clean it out a little bit more so I can get all this stuff out. And then how you want to do this is actually you want to lubricate the gasket for your new filter. You don't want to, you know, like have it like just dry like that, because you can really screw it up in the seal for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the old oil right there, and you just kind of just rub it in. I usually just twist it. I mean, there's not really a specific way of doing this. You really just want to make sure that you have oil on there, and see like how you see it around the ring. Always want to make sure, you know, that there's oil. Alright, so I'm going to actually clean up the inside, because I did get some on the inside. Got it dirty. There you go. So now that we got that, come back over here. Make sure that everything's right. Simply just twist. And then when you hand tighten it, this is an aluminum thread, you know, like actual like thread, like on the motorcycle, not on the filter. Like the filter, you know, it's just a normal thread to match it, but don't over tighten it. I'm gonna go as much as I can. So I'm gonna sit there. Alright, I'm gonna try just a little bit more. Alright, so it's snug on there. It's a snug feeling. I can't loosen it too crazy. I can't tighten it. So there we go. Oil filter's on. So now that we got all this cleaned up underneath here, we're gonna make sure that we have nothing else, you know, kind of like exposed. I'm just gonna clean this up. And now we're gonna actually fill it up with the oil right now. So we're gonna move back over here. That cap that I took off, here's the cap. So now I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna have the filter, or not the filter, the funnel. And this bike does take 3 quarts. So here, we're gonna do it like that. If you want to, yeah. So actually, my girlfriend's gonna hold it up. Oh, okay. You know, you can stand on the other side. You don't have to hold it over. Think smarter, not harder. Sure that this is in right. That's the gasket top. Oh yeah, it's going in. Look how clear that is compared to what I was riding on, bruh. And I don't know why, I like Castrol products too, so my Volkswagen actually is mandatorily only supposed to take Castrol, nothing else. Got all the goods in there. Alright, so now we got that. I'm just gonna leave this on top of here so I don't get no oil on the floor, because I don't want my mom to go, you know, like a crazy Puerto Rican woman she is. You know, and so we're gonna actually close this up now. So now that we got everything completely done, I have the bottom, you know, tightened up properly. I have the oil filter, you know, tightened up properly. And I'm gonna let the oil, you know, just sit for a minute, and then we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna turn on the bike, we're gonna give it a couple of revs, and then I'm gonna go for a test drive. And then after going for a test drive, then yeah, we'll for sure be back. I am gonna show the riding experience too on this, you know. I got the mounts for the front now of my bike and on my helmet, but I'm pretty sure we're just gonna use the front mount because I'm not trying to, you know, put on my helmet for like a 1 minute drive. But safety, you know, so I have to put on my helmet. So always wear your helmet, guys. So right now I'm just gonna let it sit and then we'll come right back. Alright, so I'm gonna put my seat cover back on. I don't know why I took it off. I think I was gonna put it on the battery maintainer, but because I'm taking it out anyways, I'm not gonna do it right now. So we're just gonna lock this back up. And now that the oil's on there, we got the drain plug properly tightened, not over tightened. Oil filter, hand tightened, snug on there. And plus we lubricated the gasket as well. You always want to make sure that the gasket is lubricated for even like on a car, anything that you're doing an oil change on. And if it does have that gasket on there, make sure it always has a gasket too, because sometimes if you buy it from like an auto parts store, you don't want to make sure, you know, like it's missing it and then you just put it on and then you're like, wow, all my Earl's on the floor. So right now, I did let it sit for a minute inside the engine. And so right now, the last time I did an oil change, we were at, like, because I bought it from the guy and I rode it for 1,000 miles, from 11,000 to 12,000. So 12,000 miles, I did the oil change, and then now we're at 15,586. So that's about another, what, like 2,500 miles, somewhere around there. So yeah, I want to do an oil change on my bike though, like frequently, because for the simple fact it is an older bike. I do downshifts like excessively, you know, at high rev. So that's why I need new tires as well, because these tires that came with the bike, they're really old. When I checked the dot number, I think they're literally like 18 years, or not 18. They're around somewhere around the line from 2000, I think 2008 when I read it on the dot number, which is kind of bad because we're in 2020. Tires from 2008. So I'm definitely gonna go for, I really wanted Shinkos, but I think I want to go for the Dunlops, especially like their like sport ones, because I ride this bike excessively and a little bit aggressive. So I want to make sure when I turn, I can actually turn and corner and not worry about, you know, sliding. Especially because look at the tread on here. The sides, they're out, but on like the middle of the tire, it's literally flat, you know, like completely. So we're gonna go ahead, turn the key. This is a cold start. Now that the bike has been sitting for a minute, we have oil on there. We're gonna go ahead for a first start. Hopefully nothing goes bad. I mean, I did this before, so yeah. So I kind of. Pressure, we're gonna let the oil properly go in. Now that we got the bike on for the first start, this is a cold start. I'm gonna check underneath really quickly. We're gonna make sure, you know, that nothing is bad, leaking. So. Crystal clear. Yeah, I'm not seeing any leaks, nothing. Everything's on there tight, no drips. So that's another plus. I'm actually really happy about that. So yeah, nothing's leaking right now. Actually, I'm gonna give it a quick rev, and then after I rev it, I'm gonna see, you know, with the higher revs, is it gonna leak more or something. So actually, here, I'll hold the camera, and then I want you to rev the bike up, and then after revving it, I'm gonna check underneath real quickly. So she's gonna go ahead and rev it. Yeah. Keep going. That was too much, but okay. So yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of smoke from the old oil that we cleaned up. So I'm gonna let that burn off. But yeah, we successfully did an oil change. I'm gonna go ahead for a test drive. I'm gonna let the bike warm up, and then I'm gonna turn the choke off completely. So once it's completely warm, we're gonna go ahead and go. So I'll see you guys in a quick second. Alright guys, so that's basically it. The bike was riding really awesome, except that the front brakes, every time I kept braking, it was just horrible. So yeah, the bike rode really well. Besides that, now I'm gonna just let the bike sit. I don't think I'm gonna go out riding probably anymore because I have to do a lot to it. So I'm gonna go get new brakes, front, rear, chain, sprockets, We're gonna get the tires done over at TDH, and then I'm gonna do the carburetor, and yeah, that'll basically be it. But if you guys really enjoyed today, please give a like, share, comment, subscribe, and stay safe, everyone. More vlogs coming soon. Diaz Vlogs is out. Hey guys, Diaz Vlogs here. If you guys enjoyed the content, smash that subscribe button. Also, if you guys want a shout out, make sure to comment down below and hit that like button. But once again guys, thank you guys for staying tuned. Have a good rest of the day.